you very much indeed. Wow, thank you. Round of applause, please, for... Great. Excellent. Okay, first of all, I must say that I'm very sad. Thank you for caring. No one else does. Everyone's like, just get on with it. I need to get somewhere. I'll tell you why I'm sad, guys. I've got so much to pack in. We're going to have a great time. What I will guarantee that there's going to be some learning, that you'll be learning stuff you didn't know, I'm guessing, before you came in here. There's going to be a lot of stuff. A lot of activities. Volunteering. Raise your hand if you love to volunteer. Yeah, guys, these guys are looking at me going, don't you even think about it. Guys, I can just sit there and look in my face like, yeah? Guys, getting up and volunteering is going to be so important about what today is all about. So let's get going. It's going to be a fun session. I'm going to be talking around communication, which is going to be really important for all of you guys because we're communicating all the time. But some tips and techniques that I've learned, and you're going to learn a little bit about myself as well. We're going to have some fun anyway. First of all, my name's Steve. That's me. Steve, that's me. Yay! Thank you, guys. Right, that is the whole presentation, basically, talking about me. No, there's more. Guys, I'm known as the speaker of theorangetie.com. Raise your hand if you do like my tie. Be honest, I can take it, yeah? Excellent, thank you. Thanks, mate. He's just looking at me laughing. It's like, I ain't putting my hand up. Orange tie, I love it, guys. You've obviously seen the shoes, but have you seen the socks? I'm just obsessed. But like I was saying in the previous session, the orange is just not orange, it's my brand. And as the business people will know here, that you are all a brand. And you're judged by your brand. And if your brand is not good, you're going to have problems. And it's just the way life is. So look at what your brand is and what does your brand represent. Very quickly, orange represents learning and growth. So I've been in business now for about 15 years. Used to be a teacher, and I realised I needed to do something I love doing, but with all the marketing and stuff like that was really kind of pulling me down. So I had to find what I love doing, and speaking is what I found I love doing. Orange represents loads of things. Energy. Hopefully you've picked that up just by the way I am. So what I try to do is represent my brand in uniform and out uniforms. I'm doing it all the time. Also being bold, volunteering. Guys, you know, I need you to step up. I said to the previous group that attitude is far more important than aptitude. Yeah? Aptitude is what you learn, yeah, in school and whatever, but it's your attitude. And I'm sure the business people will tell you it's far better to work with someone who doesn't quite understand it, but has got a great attitude, than someone that does understand it, but his attitude stinks. And it's really important. There's a couple of people, reminds me I sacked someone this afternoon, actually. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? Very important. Being bright is important, guys. What I'm talking about is being positive. And I think things are always difficult in life, but it's good to be positive. Raise your hand if you normally wake up smiling. Normally, just... Not like there's something wrong with you, but being positive, I think most of the times we don't want to be positive because we're often affected by outer things. And I'm glad and I'm really impressed by realising you've got to believe in who you are. Engaging, I will aim to be engaging throughout all of this and making sure that there's learning going on. And then finally, guys, what I think is important is memorable. With the young people here, I do want you to start using some of these techniques I'm going to talk about because I think they're going to work, all right? I believe they will, all right? Very quickly, a little bit about me. I often say to people, don't just learn who you can be, live who you can be. So live who you actually are. Yeah, don't pretend to be something you're not. Live who you actually are. Here's me in Germany on the talk, on my own, with no friends would have noticed that. But have you noticed, out of uniform, the tie's on, the trainers and everything. Here's me and my daughter, Abigail, in Tesco's, yeah? Love her. Love my daughter. Yeah, she's dying of shame at the moment, but I don't care. I love my orange. And yes, the orders come through, guys. I'm picking up in 2 weeks my car. I've got a problem, but I love orange. And I don't think that's the problem. I think that's who I am. When I first started speaking, a lady once said to me, Steve, we get a lot of speakers in our company, and a lot of speakers are like travel agents. And I said, what do you mean? Because often what they do, they try to take you to places they've never been. And I'm sure you've experienced where someone's trying to tell you about something and you're thinking, you know what, you don't actually know what you're talking about. And it happens quite a lot. So what I'm going to do is just justify myself for maybe about a minute so you know where I'm coming from. So very quickly, this is what I do. I speak in schools, colleges, universities and organisations, corporates. Basically, training and developing staff is something I do a lot of. Barclays, anyone seen a Barclays Live? Well, we might have heard of Barclays Life Skills. I was behind a lot of that kind of stuff, which is really great. Spearhead, from the community. I was up in Kilmarnock 2 days ago for Ian, what's his surname? Sorry? Lindberghs, that's right, the Lindberghs, doing all the stuff up there. It was an excellent day, really enjoyed that. I've done a lot of work with Stratton Parker, confidence and kind of getting staff to focus. I do a lot of stuff on leadership as well. With young people, life skills I do a lot of, and I've got awards from Barclays, which has been great stuff. The media often interview me about what I do, how I do it, why I do it, so they're often interested in what I do. Universities, London School of Economics, King's College. I've been abroad a lot, that's in Switzerland, this is in Scotland, Cyprus, Geneva, Los Angeles, Houston, and San Francisco, and I've written a couple of books. Okay, now I've not done that to impress you, but just to kind of get you thinking, okay, this guy's gone on a journey, so what he's going to probably say in the next hour or two, will be something going, whoa, hour two, what are you talking about? Will be, I believe, beneficial. Okay, so let's move on. What's this all about? It's about this. Hello, sir, how are you? The man who doesn't like my tie. Okay, yeah, that's right, you got a problem? What do you see, sir? Are you sure? Okay. See, this is often what a reflection of life often is that we only see one thing. What do you see, sir?
Tiger.
Okay, it's like, tiger? Yeah? Incorrect, no. What do you see?
Tiger.
Okay, it's like, I know the pattern here. Does anyone see something different? Not the ones I've seen before. Yes, sir?
Orange tiger?
No. Anyone? I'm so cruel, aren't I? No, what do you see? Come on. Grass, no. Okay, girls in the back there. Well done. Yeah, there's a face. Can you see it? Can you see it? Let me help you out there. Can you see it?
Oh,
Yeah? You can't see it now, guys. Specsavers tomorrow morning. 9 o'clock appointment. If I take this away and I said to you, whatever you do, don't focus on the face, I think you'll probably find that impossible. Yeah? A guy called Dr. Wayne Dyer said that when you change the way you look at something, the thing you look at will change. Most people, that tiger is a great metaphor for life. I think a lot of people feel down about where they are in life. But it's only if you look at it slightly differently. I remember when the Paralympics were on, and I went through a very difficult stage in my business. And the Paralympics, and I was complaining about my taxes, doing the VAT and all the rest of it. And then I watched the Paralympics. This guy was running, he had one leg, and he had an artificial leg, and he won, and he was in tears. And I was thinking, what am I moaning about? Because what I had to do is look at things totally differently. Yeah, I think a lot of times we take for granted what we have in search of what we want. So important. So what the aim is today is very quickly, I want you to start looking at things differently, okay? As I said earlier, when you change the way you look at something, the thing you look at changes. I was at an Indian restaurant, a really posh one, about a year ago. It was an amazing place, so posh. We walked in, it was really, and I walked in with a mate of mine, he said, okay, Steve, hold on 1 minute. And I heard him call the waiter over, and he said, are you going to be waiting our table? And the guy said, yes, I am. So he put his hand in his pocket, and he gave the guy £10. We were then taken to our seat to sit down. I said, James, what did you give the waiter £10 for? He said to me, Steve, do you know what tip stands for? I said, no, I know it's something you give after the meal. Steve, tip actually stands for to ensure prompt service. Whenever you tip, you actually should tip before your meal rather than after. Who tips after the meal? Who don't tip? I don't tip, it's not a problem for me. Who tips after the meal? Who tips, yeah. Okay, that's the wrong time to do it. What he was saying is that if you tip before, you'll change the mindset of the person that's your waiter. And I didn't believe it until we start getting served our food. And the minute I raised my hand, she was over like, yeah, can I help you, sir? Can I help you? I said, yeah, okay. Well. And I scratched my head at one stage. Yeah, can I help you? I said, no. And as a stage, I was afraid to raise my hands higher than my shoulders because what my friend had done, she had changed the mindset of that waitress. For things to change, you must change. There's so many people complaining about things are not working. Do things differently, and they will. Yeah. Have an open mind. I think is very, very important. I was in Tesco. I'm always in Tesco's. I was in Tesco 6 weeks ago. A big argument between Mum and daughter. Mum was saying, "Shut up. You're not getting any more chocolate. Every time we come in here, you want chocolate. Shut up. No more chocolate. Shut up." Yeah? Childcare issues, obviously. Anyway, she carried on shouting. And the little girl was about 4. She started to carry on and scream. And all of a sudden, the girl said, right, I'm going to sit on the floor. So the girl then sat on the floor in the middle of Tesco's. So the woman looked at me, looked at the child, and said, you know what? You can stay there because I'm going home. She walked out of the store, leaving the girl on the floor. So I got my phone out, ready to ring Childline. But then she burst back in. She goes, right, I'm going to get you one more chocolate and no more. But that wasn't the funny thing, because as she picked the child up, put her over her shoulder, the child looked at me and went, I lie not. Because what the girl realised is that she's got to do what works for her. And she realised that argument thing's not going to work. I read somewhere the best way to ride a horse is in the direction it's going. And it's a little bit like this, isn't it? You've got to work for what works for you. Suspending your disbelief. Has anyone read a book or something fictional, read a book and been quite scared by it? Made them quite nervous, scared or whatever. Okay, so do you mind using you as a volunteer? Is that okay? Okay, he's thinking, oh my God, oh my gosh, why don't I put my hand up? Can you come forward, please? So give a round of applause, please, guys. Okay. Do I need an orange tie? Yeah. What's that, sorry? Do I need an orange tie? No, you don't. No, that's okay. Does he need an orange tie? Please, mate, what's your name, sir? Vernon. Can we do it again? Excellent, Vernon, excellent. Okay, Vernon, just imagine this is your bag, okay? Okay, he's very comfortable with that, isn't he? Okay, that's your bag. This is Vernon's bag, okay? Now, this bag is a bag that we all carry around with us. The bag actually is called the bag of doubt and disbelief, all right? Now, as we get older, this bag gets bigger. This is what happens. When you talk about something that you want to achieve, maybe setting up your own business or whatever, certain people say, your own business? You're not good enough for that. So what you do, you open your bag up and you drop it in there. And what happens as you get older, the bag gets bigger. So in other words, all doubts that you've got within yourself, we often carry around with us. I tell you the people that haven't. Anyone got any 3-year-olds or 4-year-olds, sons or daughters or nephews, whatever? You ask your nephew or your niece what they want to do when they go, I want to take over the world, I want to do as much as I can, I want to be a president like Trump. Oh, maybe not, no. Maybe not. Sorry, too political. Whatever. But there's no limits to what they want to do because that's what they're like at that age. But as we get older, we start to pick up all the things we believe we can't achieve. And this bag gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, I know as a fact, a lot of people I speak to are carrying rucksacks around of all the things that people say they can't achieve, and they always stay in one place. But sir, if I can just say, the book you were reading, if you could put this bag down, good, and take a seat on the chair. What book was it that you read that kind of made you upset, made you emotional, whatever?
Years ago, it was Hardy Boys.
Excellent, okay. Okay, whatever. Are you all right? Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have, yeah, unfortunately. So was it, it is fictitious, but it still made you emotional? Yeah. Why?
Because the writer was good.
Okay, the writer was good because what he has done is put down the doubt and disbelief here, and everything he watched, he then believed. And I think in order for life to achieve anything, you've got to be able to put this aside. Now, we can naturally do it when we're reading a book, which is quite emotive. But often when we finish reading the book, if you come off the stage, sir, we take this bag and then we have all of the problems and things we can't achieve. Now, I'm not saying that's with yourself, sir, but clearly being a businessman, you probably don't because you're always challenging yourself. And this doubt and disbelief is like, forget that. I'm gonna do what I need in my business because you've got a different mindset. But for a lot of young guys, I believe we are actually still carrying these bags. It's very important. I've got something for you, sir.
Not the bag.
No, not the bag, no. Did you hear what he said? He went, whoa. Sarcasm, yeah? Whoa. Okay, it's an orange pen, sir. If it runs out, will you let me know? No, you won't, will you? Looked in my face and lied to me. He's known me about 10 minutes and he lied to me. Okay, I've got my details there so you can tell me it doesn't work. Thank you. Give me a round of applause, please, guys, yeah? Okay, can someone tell me what happened on that date? Very important. What happened on that date? Sorry? Yeah, well done, sir. Wright brothers, okay? You can imagine this bag of doubt and disbelief was nowhere in sight. True? Just for them to be able to create the plane. This couldn't have been anywhere in sight. It must have been out of the room. To even think of the possibility of being able to create something that can fly. As a reality, this is a Boeing 747. Can someone tell me how high they normally fly? Any ideas? Give me, how many? 33,000, yeah, around there, yeah, 45, nowhere near actually. I was helping you out there, yeah? Don't get in a plane if he's flying it, it's like, 10,000 feet. Ah! 45,000 feet. Any idea how much one weighs? I bet no one says a word now. How much one weighs? How much a plane weigh? What do you reckon? 300 tons. Yeah, close enough. 450 tons. Nowhere near that either. Aviation organisation here, you know what I mean? But guys, believe it or not, that's 100 elephants. So just imagine this. You say to your friend, I've got this great idea, guys. You know, I know we're doing a great idea. What we're going to do is get 100 elephants in one space, yeah? And what we're going to do, we're going to take them 45,000 feet up in the air. What do you reckon? I reckon you need help. Because as far as they're concerned, it's not possible. How could that be possible? So guys, what I'm saying to you, and I think it's so important in life, is that you do say to yourself, you know what? Doubt and disbelief, anything is possible. Once you do that, things then start to happen. And that's what these guys clearly did. Remember, suspend your disbelief and the impossible becomes possible. If you think about anything that was ever invented, it was said it was impossible at one stage. And I think you need to have that mindset about anything you do. All right? Let's move on very quickly. Your belief equals what you gain from life. Now, when I first did this workshop, years ago, people were saying to me, Steve, that doesn't make sense. But if you get your head around this, especially you young guys, everything will change. Let me explain. Your belief determines your attitude. Okay? Your attitude determines how you feel. How you feel determines how you act. And how you act is what you gain from life. Let me give you a live example. Anyone scared of spiders? Okay, so the minute I said that, I know emotionally something went through your head. Get your hands up now. Get your hands up. Get up. And you're like, yeah, I hate them, yeah. Because there was a belief, okay? The belief became a bit of an attitude. It's like, oh, spiders, don't like them. The way you feel, even maybe me talking about spiders, you're thinking, can we talk about something else? The way you act, the whole thought, I saw a spider on the floor somewhere. It's like, really? I'm going this way. Yeah? And what you gain from life is that constant fear of a belief that you're scared of spiders. You could do this for school, and this is really important for you guys. I'm working with a student at the moment, hates school. He believes school is bad news. I start to talk about school, and he's got an attitude. He says, Steve, can we talk about something else, like, I don't know, death or something? I said, oh, wow, okay. Talk about death. The way he feels on a Sunday afternoon, he starts to get depressed at about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Why is that? He's got school the next day. Yeah, he's got school the next day. The way he acts, he's more than likely to be late to the lessons he dislikes. I used to be a teacher, and I knew the students that hate the subjects I did because they didn't like them, and it came from their beliefs. What they gain from life, ultimately, is possibly failing your exams. Now, what we're looking at is just how belief, attitude, the way you feel, the way you act, and what you gain in life happens automatically. This happens automatically. If I said chocolate, anyone like chocolate? Okay, the minute I said chocolate, you did this. Gain from life, get your hands up, because that's what you like. This belief can be changed instantly. Give me an example. Can you tell me what you see? What do you see, sir?
A rose.
Okay, anything else?
Spider.
Okay, that's on the other side there, sir. Thinks I'm an idiot, I know that. I know that. I'm talking about the picture, sir. Sorry for picking on you, sir. You see anything else?
Some greenery around it.
Okay. Can anyone see anything else in the rose? What do you say, girls? There's a dolphin. Well done. Okay. Right, now, what have I done? I've changed your belief about that picture, because if I now take that away, you see the dolphin. All right? Beliefs are instant. They're instant, and they can be very solid as well. It just really depends on what you now decide to believe. And that's really what we're talking about, guys. It's very important, yeah? Another thing I want to talk about, guys, is value, true value. Yeah? Write this down. True value occurs by its contrast, all right? It's what you compare yourself that then determines its value. Why is it this artist does not get paid for what he does? He's a famous artist, this guy, but he doesn't get paid for what he does. What does he get paid for? He doesn't get paid for what he does. Here's a clue. He's not getting... Sorry? Not really, no. This guy is one of the top artists in the States, but he doesn't get paid for what he does. Okay, let me give a clue. Anyone can paint? Anyone good at painting or paint at all? Anyone paint at all? Anyone picked up a brush before? Yeah, okay. Right. Okay. What stops you then, sir, from not earning as much money as him? Because he earns a lot of money. So what's the difference between you painting and this guy who earns a lot of money? His name. But there's one word, the word there. Change the word, sir. Exactly. Does that make sense? Yeah? It's not the hours you put in, it's what you put into the hours. True? You could spend a long time doing one thing but not get the result. It's what you do it. It's how you do it. So we're paid by how we do it. People say, oh, I get paid £8 an hour. You don't. No. You get paid for how you do what you do within that period of time. That's why physicians are paid, I don't know, 80, 800, 900 pound an hour, and maybe someone in Tesco's gets paid £8 an hour. It's the same hour, but it's what they're paying for. And for you guys, it's increasing your value to make these guys say, you know what, we need you on board, because you have to increase your value. Okay, and that's not necessarily academic. That's about mindset. How do you improve yourself, your personal development? Very important, yeah? Finally, guys, which is very important, last bit on this bit, is commitment, yeah? When you make a commitment, your life changes. Can I have a volunteer, please? One person. Actually, if your first name begins with A, volunteer, please. Yeah? Oh, well done, sir. He sat there and he went, oh, yeah, it's me. Oh, yeah. How you doing, sir? You all right? Good, what's your name, sir?
Austin.
Austin, excellent. Obviously Barry or something. Right. He's got it all wrong, isn't he? Yeah. How you doing, sir? Okay, good, good, good. That's what today's all about. Yep. What am I making you do, sir? Good, good, good. Okay, and also, what am I making you do? Yep. Yeah. But what else are you doing by catching the ball?
Think about what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm making you make a commitment. True? Because you've not pulled your hand away once, have you? You wouldn't dream of doing that, would you? No. Exactly. Because it's a commitment. Guys, when you make a commitment, things then change. Thanks so much indeed. Excellent, well done. Okay, don't clap him. So, yeah. Just go, thank you. If you put your finger through a candle flame really quickly, would you burn your finger? No. If you left it there maybe for a couple of seconds, would you? Yeah, that's a metaphor for a lot of adults. 87% of adults in jobs they dislike, because often they're doing what they're doing, but they're not enjoying it. It's often when you experience it, then you think, I need a change. New Year's resolutions is a classic, where people go down the gym and they're thinking, this is not working. I've been going there for 3 months now and I'm not getting the results. So what you do, you stop going. But when you then stay there, over a period of time, you then experience it by the heat, but also you get the results. So with a lot of stuff I'm talking about, guys, I actually want you to hold your finger there, experience it. Don't just say, oh, I've tried this already and it doesn't work. Try it, all right? Very important. Okay, so what are we covering today? We're going to be talking about our brains, how our brains work, yeah? And we're going to talk about the power of communication, all right? We're communicating all the time, even if we don't realise it. So let's move on, guys. Let's talk about you very quickly. Let's ask a question. Here's a ball. Hi, sir, what's your name? Isaac. Isaac, is this dangerous?
No.
Sorry?
No,
It's not dangerous. Okay. It's, sorry?
no, it's not.
Oh, okay. I'm asking him. Is it dangerous? It's not dangerous. Sir, do you think it's dangerous? Okay, very dangerous. Okay. Sorry? In my hands. Yeah, there we go, yeah. Who feels it could be one or the other? Of course it is, yeah. As William Shakespeare said, that nothing's either good or bad, it's thinking it makes it so. I could use this to just play catch with. That's not harmful. Or I could ram it into your throat and choke you. Where did that come from? Sorry, I'm not going to. He's like, can I go to the toilet now? But just see what I mean? It's got two uses, and it depends on how you use it. Let's play our first game, guys. Someone tell me what this says. What does it say? Right, okay, put the two pictures together, guys. Something you eat. Hey, excellent. Yeah, hot dogs. Does that make sense? Two pictures, one word. You guys are getting too deep here, you know what I mean? Huh? Let's move on. This is our brain. There's a guy called Professor Roger Sperry, got a Nobel Peace Prize in 1981, where he realised there are two parts of our brain, left and right. But a lot of it is quite straightforward. Left-hand brain people are very analytical. Anyone here good with numbers? Naturally good with numbers. Naturally just good with numbers. Yeah, you're just good with numbers. You see numbers, blah, 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 blah. Left-hand brain, very tidy. Anyone very, 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 very tidy? Very kind of, yeah, okay, has to be. That's a very left-hand brain trait. Right-hand side brain is creative. Anyone good at art? Dance, PE, drama, that kind of thing, yeah? Okay, a lot of people are just, brains are just not doing anything at all, right? I don't know, Steve. Help me. Right-hand side brain's creative, okay? Now, if you're not sure, I'm going to put up a couple of quotes to what left-hand brain and right-hand brain people tend to say. Left-hand brain people tend to say things like this. So explain exactly what you mean, yeah? Don't try and waffle a left-hand brain because they'll pull you up. Is everything okay? No, you could just go back. He said something about 20 minutes ago. I just missed that. They want detail. Right-hand side brain. Don't worry about it. I'll sort it out. Yeah, but you don't know the problem. It doesn't matter, I'll sort it out. Yeah, but he's dead. It doesn't matter, I'll bring him alive. It's all right, I'm all right. Right? Because for you always think you can come up with an idea. Left-hand brain. Whoa, let's not rush into this. We need a meeting. About what? I'm not sure yet, but let's have a meeting. But I just need to have the meeting. Let's just get together around the table and let's meet. And then we'll have another meeting about the first. For them, they always want detail, yeah? Right-hand side brain, let's just go for it and just see what happens. Yeah? Left-hand brain, right-hand brain crossing the road. Left-hand brain presses the button, sees the flashing man, and crosses the road. Right-hand side brain, I don't need the traffic lights, yeah? I just need to be over there, so I'm just going to run across. I'll probably get hit by the car, but it doesn't matter, because I know where I need to be, yeah, like hospital, yeah? Right-hand brain people don't seem to want to take the right route, I should say. But then again, it depends on how creative your mind is. Left-hand brain, you say things like this. This just doesn't add up. When me and my partner go to Tesco's, she goes through all of the items we've bought before we leave the store. Does anyone not need a life? Oh, no, who does that? Does anyone do that? My partner drives me mad, like £300 of shopping. It's like, I'm just like wasting my life here. But when she does it, she does find discrepancies. So left-hand brain, detail's important. Right-hand side's about feelings. Have you ever had a conversation with someone, and when they've gone away, you just think to yourself, just don't feel comfortable about that person. It's your instinctual brain, your lizard brain, your fight or flight brain. And we use it quite a lot to make decisions, and I'm sure you guys as business people, you're doing it all the time. It's like, no, it's just not going to work. But how do you know? I don't ask, I just know it's not going to work. And most of the times you're right, because your instinct is like, yeah, this is the right way, yeah? Left-hand brain people. Steve, what are you doing? It's my Christmas list for 2037. Yeah? Right-hand side brain. When's Christmas? What, today? Okay, right. Let's get some presents. Yeah. Left-hand brain focuses on what is. What's this, sir?
Check.
Good. What could it be used for?
Stand.
Good. What else?
Sitting.
Excellent. What else? A weapon. If all comes to fail, just use it as a weapon, yeah. Yes, you're right. Left-hand brain looks at what it is. Right-hand brain looks at what it could be. Let's play a few games. Call out the answer if you think you know. Let's go. Sorry? Red Bull. Yeah, good. Let's go again. 7. Up 7. Who's up 7? No? Okay, let's call again, guys. Where's this? Romania. Good. I see some people going December, January, May. Okay, let's go again. What country?
Argentina.
Well done. I was at a maths school, London School of Economics, and one girl put her hand up and she said, how do you know that's not coffee? But she's got a point. Got my nerves a bit, but she's got a point. because it might not be, yeah? Our favourite subject was maths, detail. Let's go again. What about this one, guys? Buy in Sainsbury's, it's a drink. Well done, good. Excellent, good. Another drink, don't say toilet water. It's a drink. Lucozade, well done, we're flowing now, good. Place you put money? Sorry? Santander, excellent, good. Same girl put her hand up, she said that's wrong because that's a stag. At this point, I was getting really wound up, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, all right, shut up now, yeah? I didn't say that, but you know what I mean? Whose name? A boy's name? Sorry? Bob. Does that make sense? Bob. The guys are going, what? Bob? I don't look like a Bob, I know. Yeah? Okay. It's the hairstyle. What country? Don't say America. And the girls, if you're not at the back, don't say it, if you do know. What country? What country must it be? Yay! Well done. What country in Europe? Don't say Black Hand. Greece. Well done. Good. And a boy's name. Say what it is. Walter? You know someone called Walter? It might be, I don't know. It is Adam. These are good, yeah? I'm very right-hand brain. I love doing these type of things. Right, let's now talk about communication, all right? It's amazing. Can you tell me which way this lady is rotating? Raise your hands if you see clockwise. Okay. Hands down. Now, people think I changed this. I am going to put the remote down because people think I'm changing it. Who sees anti-clockwise? Okay. Who sees it changing? Okay. All right. This is a great illusion, really. Basically, it's just how your brain sees things. Who's ever gone to a dark room and then in a couple of minutes you start to see the objects within the room? Yeah. I guarantee if we looked at this long enough, you'd start seeing it in a slightly different way to what you saw originally. It's all about perception. But really, that's a good metaphor for communication. I was working with a guy about a year ago, and because I work with adults and young people as well, and she said to me, Steve, I've got a problem with my daughter. She comes in, throws her bag down, we don't have any communication, she goes straight to her room. Me and her wife are really upset. Can you help? And I said, yeah, sure. So communication-wise, what do you normally say to her? I said, well, I tell her what she should do, where she should go, when she should go out, because that's the way I want it. And I said, well, what does she say? Oh, I don't know. It's not about her. It's about me. What happened is that he could just see her rotating in one way. And communication is the ability to be able to see not what you see, but what they might see. Does that make sense? That's what makes a really good communicator. So being a speaker, you've got to be able to capture the whole audience and make sure they're engaged rather than just talk about what you believe. So really, there's no right or wrong. Whatever you see is right. And I think you've probably heard Henry Ford say that. Whether you're right or wrong, you're definitely right. There's no right and there's no wrong. It depends on what you see. Communication is exactly the same. Question, what percentage have we learnt by seeing? So Stanford University, it's about 10, 15 years ago, did a research on communication and how we learn. And what percentage do you feel, A, B, or C, is what we learn just by seeing? A, B, or C? Raise your hands if you think it's 59% A. Okay. Raise your hands for B if you think it's 69%. Raise your hands for C. Yeah, it is actually C. What really amazes me, and I've been to many presentations where there's been speakers, where there's been no visuals at all. I'm not saying visuals are be all and end all, but we are visual learners, and that says everything. Because there's going to be some people sitting in your audience that are thinking, I just can't, this is too much. Okay, he's speaking, he's great or whatever, but I need to see something. Because visual learning for a lot of people is so important. So that's one of the reasons why I've got this screen. It's very important. What does this represent for you, sir? What's your name, sir? Liam. Lincoln. What does that represent, sir? In reflection to you. What am I trying to say?
It's the odd
Odd one out. Isn't that interesting perception, that? No, I want you to stand out. There's a mindset. No, odd one. Isn't that interesting, isn't it? All about conforming because there's something wrong with that blue one. No, that blue one's you. What's unique about you, Lincoln, that no one else has got on this planet that you can show me now, this moment? Something you can show me now that no one else has got on this planet. Your shoes. No, Lincoln. No. There's 7.2 billion people on the planet, Lincoln. You're saying no one else has got shoes like you. No, you've got something. In fact, you're holding it at the moment that you can show me, which no one else has got on this planet. Do you know?
Fingers.
Of course. Yeah. Your fingerprint. Okay. So you are unique anyway, by birth. All right. So why not just embrace it and be unique? Look, he's checking it. Look, he's going. He's going. He did. He went. Oh my God. I suppose he's looking for his name across his fingers, isn't he? Sorry, mate. Let's move on. You've got to stand out. Very important. In communication, we often lie. We do lie. Let me give an example. Ever heard someone say, don't take this the wrong way? What's the first thing you're doing? You're taking it the wrong way. It's like, yeah, what are you going to say? Yeah? I like you, but... Well, you know that he doesn't like you because, or she doesn't like you because all that bit before was a waste of time. It's the way language is, isn't it? Yeah? I'm not being funny, but no, you are being funny, aren't you? And you're going to insult me, aren't you? Yeah? To be honest with you, I had a plumber around 2 weeks ago. Every other word, to be honest with you, Guff, I think there's a problem, to be honest with you. And I'm thinking, so what? You're a pathological liar. And just on this occasion, you're being honest with me. What's that all about? Crazy. You've done this before. You bumped into someone you haven't met for a long time. We must keep in touch. You don't want to keep in touch, really, do you? What's your number? I'll ring you, don't worry. But you haven't got it, don't worry. Is it 11 numbers, is it? I'll think of them, yeah? Come on. Do you remember your mum or your parents? Do your parents ever say this? Darling, I won't be a second. Where are you going in a second? Usain Bolt on speed can't go a bit further in a second, you know? Come on. Let me tell you something for your own good. No, it's for your good, yeah? That's what they're saying, isn't it? It's really about you, yeah? This is a good one, isn't it? I'll try and do it. What are you actually saying? You won't do it, yeah. What I want is, if you can try, young lady, try to take this pen. Okay, show it back, please. It's impossible, that word try. You either have taken it or you haven't. Does that make sense? Often when people say, I'll try and do it, it's actually a get-out clause to say you're not going to do it. Yeah? So when people do ask you, to say, no, I'm not going to do it. It's difficult, isn't it? Teachers, are you going to do homework? No, I'm not going to do it. I learned from Steve, I ain't doing it. Don't do that, yeah? Okay, let's move on. Is it possible to communicate? I've got £20 I'm going to give to a student here. Any volunteers? Okay, Lincoln, okay. He's found his feet. Right, Lincoln. Lincoln, what do we... Lincoln. Too good for my own good, aren't I, really? Lincoln, come forward, please, sir. What I want you to do is show the group, if you stand on stage, show the group no communication, and I will give you £20. Do you think you could do that? So if you don't communicate with them, I will give you £20. Do you think you can do it? You do? Okay, ready, and action. Okay. Guys, you're walking down the high road, you see Lincoln. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? He's bored, yeah. So basically, even by you not saying anything, Lincoln, you're still communicating. Do you want to try again? Do anything else. Anything else. Don't show them any communication. To help you out, I had someone that I did this a couple of weeks ago. They walked out of the room. Is that communicating to me? It is, because they're saying they don't want to be here. Yeah? Lincoln, good try. Take a seat. Give them a round of applause, please, guys. I've got something for you, Lincoln. It's a pain. Will you look after it? Yeah? And will you tell me if it runs out? No. Thank you. See? At least he's honest. Where's the other one? Okay, let's move on. We're all born to communicate. We must become communicators. So just on that incident with Lincoln, I know there are interviews out here. A lot of I bet all the businessmen were judging you, not so much about what came out by your mouth, but by your body language. And I bet some of them are thinking, you need to pick this up, because your body language is speaking before you do. Guys, it's very important. Okay, I do need a volunteer. Let's have some volunteers. I want one volunteer, please. Now, when I say volunteer, I mean someone who's prepared to step outside the norm, be that blue marble. Is that yourself, sir? Come up, sir, please. You're right there, sir. Excellent. He's coming at us going, yeah, all right. I'm ready for you, I'm ready for you. Here's the game. It's called Make Them Say It. And what's your name, sir?
Hugo.
Hugo, excellent. You've got to make Hugo say the words that are on the screen, okay? You can't speak. So you can speak, but you mustn't say the words that are on the screen, okay? So Hugo, when you're ready, good luck, okay? So don't look at the screen, just go by their guides. Here's the first word. You can speak.
Greet.
Good, excellent, good, good, good. Keep going.
Fine.
Oh, no. Yes, well done, good, good, good. That's good. Make him say that. You mustn't say it. She's not good. Don't employ that one, guys. Don't say the words on the screen. Okay. Anyway, just try it anyway. Good. Did you hear that? Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Next one. Don't look at the screen. Don't look at the screen. Okay. Make him say that, please. Remember saying any of the words on the screen. Pause! yeah, give him a break. If he doesn't get it, whose fault was it? Oh, he's still, I calm down, sir. He's on it now, you know, right. If he doesn't get it, whose fault is it? Has to be, yeah? Imagine you're an interviewer and you're the interviewees. If he doesn't understand what you're saying, you're never going to get the job, all right? So it's really important you get this message across. If you don't get it, it's not your fault. So off you go, yeah, sir, yeah.
Hens and potatoes. Chicken nuggets.
Okay, start point. What's it like if everyone's shouting? What's it like?
Quite confusing.
Quite confusing, because it's so what would you just point individuals as they put their hand up, yeah? Off you go, yep.
And chopped potato. Chicken and chips.
Oh! Like that one. Say that again, sir. That was so good. What was that? That was good. Cluck, cluck, and whatever. That's good. Okay, make him say this, please. That's difficult. Or is it? I don't know. How would you make him say it? One at a time. Again, this is communication skills, isn't it? Nothing, obviously. He just goes down walking past people, doesn't it? Okay. Come on, guys. What do you reckon? What question's that? Come on, guys. This question's got to be better, haven't they?
What do you say?
Good.
What do you ask?
Who are you?
Ah. Good. Yeah? But do you remember, it's coming from you that's making him say this. Let's go again, please.
Who are you? Sorry? Specifically what they're called. What their parents called them.
He thinks a lot, doesn't he? I love it. It's just like silence. Yeah. Come on, help him out. Come on.
If you want to know what they're called, what do you say?
Good.
What's your name?
Oh, very good. Very good. A few more. Make him say it. Unhumble.
40.
If you don't hate yourself, what do you say?
I love me.
Fair enough.
I love myself.
Yes. Good. A few more. Let's go. Couple more.
Donald Trump's view of himself.
Oh, he's a political one.
Very good.
Yeah, very good. That's true, actually.
I'm great.
Yeah, interesting.
What would your dad say?
Hey? I beg your pardon. Is there something? Is your son? No. I don't know. Maybe some DNA testing going on. I don't know. Let's go. I want to know. Off you go.
I'm the best.
No? No?
Nobody hates me.
Everybody loves me.
Yeah, very good. Couple more left, guys. Couple more left. Come on, girls. Oh, all the girls are like, I'm not playing. Yeah. Come on, let's go, quickly. Yay! Well done. Last one.
Take ownership of something.
Come on.
Your duty.
You've got to do something, it's your
Right. Responsibility.
Yay, well done. Give a round of applause, please. Thanks very much indeed. Can I have you at the front still? You okay to stay? Yeah, okay. I'm going to keep the young man there. He's done very well. We'll talk about responsibility. That's the next thing when it comes to communication. Here's a question. If you embrace something that doesn't belong to you by accident, is it your fault? By accident.
It depends.
Okay. It's not your fault?
No.
Okay. Whose fault was it? I'm interested. Whose fault is it? He's looking for someone to find, isn't he? Whose fault is it?
The person who got it in the first place, or put it in the way.
Managers, close your ears, businessman. Really? Really?
Sometimes.
So it's their fault they put it there when you broke it, is it? I'm asking, I'm not being funny, I'm serious.
No.
Okay, so whose fault is it it's broken?
It depends. Probably mine.
We're finding out an awful lot now. Okay, so if you break it, okay, by accident, who's responsible?
Me.
You sure? I tell you what, if it's not your fault, who's responsible? The person that put it there you think could be responsible. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Who agrees with him that if someone breaks something accidentally and they shouldn't have left it there, who feels it's not their fault? Okay, I'm glad no hands are. Listen, if you do break it, it's got to be your fault. All right? And I think from businessmen, you'll know that if things go wrong, the only person to blame is yourself. Sometimes even when it's not your fault. Because if you blame someone else and wait for them to change, you could be waiting a very long time. And I think you know as business people, you haven't got time for that. You just got to get it sorted out. Staff in particular, they're not doing what they're meant to do. You've given them a couple of times, you know what, you just have to take it over or get someone to take it over. You just haven't got time. You've got to take responsibility. Okay? Next question, very important. Well, forget that one. This one here. If everyone's talking in class, including you, and you're not meant to be talking, but you're the only one sent out, is that fair?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure? Playing this guy's brains, I don't know. Is it fair? Is it fair? Everyone's talking.
Not
and
strictly, no.
Why?
Because I might not have been the one that started talking.
Oh, but were you talking though?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that fair?
Yeah.
It is fair. Who disagrees? Okay, right. Oh, all the hands are coming up here. Down the back, why? It's true, isn't it? Any adults disagree with that? It feels as God, your hand did come up, sir. You disagree with that?
If you're the only one, I'd say it's not fair because everyone else is in the same boat.
Okay, in the same boat. I love that one. Well, you talking? Right, should you have been? No. I feel like I'm at school now. I'm teaching again. Right, so why have you got a problem being sent out then? So it matters what everyone else is doing. Yes, it does. My life depends on what she does from now on. Okay, do you drive, sir? Okay, we're in a 30-mile-per-hour zone. You're doing 34 miles per hour, okay? Over the limit. I'm driving my orange car at 272 miles per hour. That's just the way I drive. I don't get a ticket, right? But you do. Is that fair? Is that fair on him? He's doing 34 miles per hour. Is that fair on him? It's got to be. Because you've gone over the speed limit. So basically what I'm saying, once you've broken the rules, obviously as fast as that can be more haphazard, but at the end of the day, you've broken, really? Are you sure, Steve? Breaking a land speed record, you know what I mean? But the reality is you've broken the law with me. A good friend of mine is a police officer. He's explaining to me, the cameras, the box cameras, about 80% of those have got blank film in them because the admin is too expensive, yeah? So sometimes it flashes, and I don't know if anyone's been flashed and not received anything at all, because the admin is so expensive to follow up. So often it's just like a deterrent. And sometimes I get caught, sometimes you won't. But the reality is if you're talking and you get caught, you've got to put your hand up. Yeah? Often people don't want to do that. And as employers, you'll probably agree, if you've caught someone and you know they've been caught and they're still disagreeing with you, I'm sure it probably annoys you even more because you're thinking, why don't you just come clean with me? Just say you've done it. My daughter was classic. I caught her eating a Twix, one of these Twix bars things, and I said, Abigail, have you been eating a Twix? And she goes, no. I said, Abigail, there's a Twix wrapper on your foot, darling, and there's a bit of chocolate on your mouth. So just tell us, I'm not sure, have you been eating chocolate, have you? She went, no. I said, Abigail, as you're saying no, you're opening your mouth, and I can see bits of biscuit in that. You know that toffee thing with the chocolate? Have you been eating? She goes, no. I was furious because she didn't take responsibility, yeah? And I think as a teacher, I know when I used to catch people speaking and they'd argue with me, it just made it worse for them. Take responsibility and just move on, okay? It makes life easier for everyone, okay? Make sense? Yeah. Give me a round of applause, please, guys. Thanks so much for that. Good. Jim Rowan, guys, I do a lot of personal development, and often when I'm doing my, my workshops in corporates, in fact, I was at Spearhead talking about this, that good communication is when what you say is only the tip of the iceberg of what you know. So often you'll find that the leaders often actually don't say a lot. I know my head teacher, whenever we'd have meetings, he was one of these type of guys who would just sit back and just spoke when it was actually needed yeah, when things are needed. Anyone heard of the Pareto principle? The 80-20 rule? You're familiar with it, yeah. Managers or bosses spend 80% of their time speaking to the 20% and 20% of their time speaking to the 80%. So I'm sure when you've got big meetings that you need to tell everyone the message, your 20% time is talking to the 80%. The most important people you probably speak to are the guys that are in charge of maybe the parts of the factories or whatever, maybe 3 or 4 guys, because they're your important circle. The ratio is the same in conversation. I think it's about listening. I think a lot of people want to talk for the sake of talking, and especially in interviews. I don't know how many interviews, I'm sure you've been to so many, but they just carry on talking. Think about the questions you're asking, yeah? Right, let's get going with communication, guys. We're going to break down the importance of communication. Can I have one volunteer, please? One person, one volunteer, please. Let's be quick, one volunteer. Listen, when I said that, peer pressure hit there. I'm not going to put my hand up. Just put your hand up, don't anyone else. Remember, do what you don't want to do. Excellent. Come forward, sir. Excellent. Can I just ask you to step outside a minute? Okay, step out there. Okay, very quickly, okay? Right, okay. What I'm going to prove to you guys is how powerful you are. Let me prove it to you. Oh, move back. He's standing there looking through the window. So what's the point of that, yeah? Why do you keep shaking my hand? Why? Sorry? Yeah, but I didn't ask you to. What I'm doing, I'm actually controlling his behaviour. Look. What did you say to me? Because the hand has the power to control other people. And I'm sure if you've shaken hands before, everyone's shaken hands with a limp handshake before. Yeah, exactly. And in your mind, you're thinking, God, that person. So often what I say to people is when you're shaking people's hand, is to make it firm. But what you're doing, I'm controlling this now, aren't I? Yeah? Because Lincoln's going, oh my God, right. Look at this, look. Right, I'm going to have a conversation with this young man. Yeah? Throughout the whole conversation, I'm going to start raising my hands in the middle. And I'm going to see if he does just start shaking my hand in between. Let's watch carefully. Hey, sir, come forward. How you doing? Come forward. We had a conversation, good to see you. We had a conversation, good to see you, about subjects you enjoy, yeah? And what subjects you really, really have always been good at. Since subjects you really enjoy? Maths, yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, what other subjects do you enjoy? Sorry? Okay, stop there. He obviously knew something. I'm doing all this, look, he's going, yeah. Okay, so obviously he clicked on. But what we're proving is when someone does put their hand out to you, he has to shake it. So what I'm saying in communication, guys, when you meet someone for the first time and you're shaking hands, make it a strong handshake. Let's just talk about it. Right. First of all, shaking hands. Guys, I've done a lot of corporate training and do a lot of work with organisations. Come forward. And one of the things I often say, especially in network meetings, is that when you meet someone, often people tell you how they are and they kind of want to get away really quickly. This is what I often say when you're shaking hands. How you doing? You okay?
Very
yeah?
nice.
How's your day?
Yeah, great.
Excellent. Good day? Yeah? Okay. Don't let go. Now, a lot of people call this abduction, but it's not. Can you imagine? It's just walking around this guy. Yeah. But, but guys, what I'm saying, honestly, if you do shake hands, ask them how they are. Don't let go yet. Wait for them. You can tell when they're going to speak. How's your day? Is that okay?
Yeah,
yeah. Is it really busy?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Good. Because what you've done, you've controlled him. Because once you've got this, he's going to speak. Or she's going to speak, yeah? So it's all about realizing that with communication, you have to be very positive, proactive, yeah? Very important as well. Often when you shake hands as well, sometimes the second hand is used. Now, it depends on how comfortable you are. But take a seat, young man. I'm going to show you an example of someone that does do it. This is a guy called Alan Pease. Anyone heard of Alan Pease? He's called Mr. Communication. He's around Mr. Body Language about the importance of communication. He speaks about a man that does it all the time. Look carefully. It's no accident about Obama and the way he uses his body language. When you do have a second hand on someone, the whole idea is to make them either feel really comfortable. Can I just use an example, please, sir, very quickly? So my head teacher, when he'd meet parents whose students were really on the last legs and they might not be staying in school, this is what the head teacher would bring them to me. How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Judge? You okay? Yeah, good, good. To make the parent feel more comfortable, they will still get excluded, mind you, but why bother? I don't know, but it's to make you feel comfortable. If you go to places where there has been funerals, stuff like that, the second hand, okay? I always believe to do it if you feel comfortable. I think it's a sign of confidence. One more thing. It's a sign of confidence, but it's how you feel. If you're doing this and you're not comfortable, that's weird. Do it. Take a seat. Yeah, well done. Well done. It's important. Guys, can you see what Mr. Gates has done here? This is Bill Gates. Anything wrong there? He's got his hands in his pockets. Yeah. Realising cultural awareness is a massive part of communication. I do a lot of work in East London, and there's a high Muslim population. Shaking hands with a lot of the girls is a no-no, and you've got to be aware of that as well. Yeah. So communication can come in so many different forms and shakes. But for us, I think that strong handshake, holding on, eye contact is very important. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about eye contact. Can I have 2 volunteers, please? Very quickly, 2 volunteers. Girls, come. Actually, can I have 1 young lady? Young lady, can I just have you? Yourself, come up. Yeah, good, good, good. And young man, can I have you? Yeah, excellent, good, 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 excellent. Right, okay. If you could, what's your name, young lady? Abigail?
Charlotte.
Okay, Charlotte, okay. Stand here, Charlotte, okay. Okay, sir, how you doing? Jordan. Jordan, okay, good, good, good. I didn't ask. Okay. Okay. Oh, Jordan, you okay? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what I want you to do is make eye contact, if that's okay. Yeah? It's not okay. Okay, all right, no. Okay, very quickly. If you can make eye contact, yeah, just for 20 minutes, yeah? I'm sorry, okay, all right. Okay, all right. It's difficult, am I right in saying so? Eye contact can be challenging. This is to help with eye contact. If I could just borrow this sheet very quickly and a pen, okay? Now, I think this will probably help you. Now, this is an advanced technique I learned when I was doing a corporate event a couple of years ago. Basically, what it is the triangle, okay? Now, women often talk about how men sometimes look through them and find it quite intimidating sometimes. What I often say is try to imagine a triangle, okay? So what you need to do, okay, is imagine the triangle. Now, guys, don't get paper and say, hold on a minute, wait a minute. Yeah. Right, now, what were you saying? Yeah. Don't do that, yeah? But if you imagine the triangle, okay, so you start from here, you start from this corner here, you work your way across, and then you go down, and then you follow that in a pattern, okay? That's what I want you to try to do, okay? Ready? Okay, get ready. No, you're not going to need that, okay? So what I want you to do, only a couple of seconds, do the triangle, sir. Yeah, ready, and action. Just do the triangle. It's okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and pause. Okay. I know it's difficult, but do you find it a little bit better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to sit down, yeah? But if you try it, what you tend to find is that you don't have to focus at them anymore. You're then doing the triangle. Especially in interviews, if you think maybe the guy interviewing is maybe a bit overpowering, try and remember the triangle, because you can still keep the eye contact, but still be able to have that conversation. What I don't want to see is this. What are you doing? It's a triangle. Yeah? Don't do that, yeah? Don't do that. A round of applause for both of them, please. That's a pen for you, sir. And a pen for you. Okay. Try it. Try it, guys. That's all I can say is try it. What it is, it does deflect away from looking directly at them, and then you're just using the triangle as a technique. They say 5 to 10 seconds. I mean, it's a bit much, but it's all about realizing how you look at somebody. When you make eye contact with people, you're more likely to understand and help you. I work with young people as well as adults, and when I did work with young people, I often see adults telling off young people. Their heads would be down, and you'll be saying, and don't you ever do that again, because if you do that again, and the child's got his head down thinking about the next thing he's going to be doing when he plays football, when he gets home, because there's no eye contact. And as soon as you make eye contact with someone, you then have to really give them what you're talking about. I hear this a lot as well, or see this a lot. This whole kind of, right, go to your room and don't you come out. Right, there's a result. Well, I'll stay there. Because there's no eye contact, you need to keep this. Anybody in a situation before where no one has not given way to them? Anyone drives and has problems, people kind of giving way to them, etc.? Make eye contact. I did it a couple of days ago, actually. I was driving, and a woman wouldn't let me in. You know what's happened? You do this, don't you? You see them next to you, and it's like, I ain't letting you in, yeah? And all of a sudden, you've just got this vision. You're just not, and they're scraping the side of your car, but you're not looking. Not looking. So what I do, I go, hey. And the minute they see me, they have to go, oh, all right. Because you've made... He's orange tie, yeah, that's right. Swerves off the road and kills him. But yeah, guys, eye contact, very important, yeah? Smiling, how often do we smile? Can I have 2 volunteers, please? Let's go, come on, let's step up. 2 volunteers. Come on, don't contemplate. Yeah, well done, girls, come up, good. Come up, you two, very quickly. Good, excellent, lovely smile there. Just stand here, please. Excellent, young lady, stand here, please. Okay, I believe in smiling. There's 3 levels of smiling. The first level of smiling is just like a normal smile, just a normal smile. Okay, good. Excellent, good. Level 2 is when maybe someone said they're going to give you a gift and, you know, it's money or something like that. So give me that number 2 smile. That's good. Number 2 smile. What's all that about? Yeah. Number 3, when every muscle in your face comes alive. Let's go. What's he doing now? Yeah. Every muscle. Yeah. Is it? Okay. Every muscle. Every muscle. Come on, just give it. Okay. Okay. Guys, smiling is important. Don't do number 3. You're going to scare people. Constantly like that. You know what I mean? But when you smile, what are people likely to do back to you? They'll smile back. And it's something, if you get into the habit of doing, it then changes the way you are as a person because you're smiling. It's very important. Thank you very much indeed, girls. Well done. Thank you. Yeah. Guys, smiling is your passport to good communication. Smiling is your passport to good communication. I'll just throw a little quiz out there. How many muscles do you think it takes to smile? A, B, C, or D? What do you think, sir? Go for A, 7 to 16. You're going for B, you've got B here, 17 to 27. Any other answers? Down the back there, what do you think? You're going for A as well. Anyone, any other, what do you think, sir? D. Okay, let's have a look at the actual answer, guys. What they say it takes 17 to 27 muscles, okay? Let's check this out, guys. Oh, dear. How many muscles does it take to frown? Any ideas? D, B, yeah, C. Actual answer is, guys, believe it or not, 38 to 47 muscles. So, we all know this anyway, but guys, it's easier to smile than to frown. So what I'm trying to say to you guys, along with your body language, look at how your face is. Words are very important. Can someone answer this clue, this quiz, not quiz, a question? I'll pose it to you. Can I pose it to you? Yeah, you've got no choice. You go to McDonald's and you buy 2 burgers, chips and Coke. However, you don't drink the Coke. How old is the person? You wouldn't know because you're not looking at the details. Look at the details. The answer's there, isn't it? Yeah, it is there, isn't it? Do you know, sir?
No, I'd say he's old.
You say he's old? Why is that? Because he eats quite a lot. Sherlock Holmes over here, what's he talking about? Yes, sir. Of course. Doesn't make sense. Yeah? It's you. Yeah? How often have you kind of had a go at someone and realised you've got it wrong? Sorry, you know what I called you? I didn't mean that because I was wrong. A lot of times we don't want to admit when we're wrong because we don't listen. I read somewhere it's important not to speak but to ask questions. And that's what I tend to do when I meet people because I want to know about you. I know about me. It's the point of me talking about me. I want to know about you. Because then that makes me a better communicator, especially when you start telling me things about you as a person. Very important, yeah? What's very important as well, guys, is listening. One of the things I realised with listening is this. You realise the power of what listening is all about, but also something Albert Mahibam said. What I want you to do outside listening, I want you to write down what you think the percentage of words, tone, and body language play when communicating with another person. It's got to equal 100. All right, it's got to equal 100. So if you decided to make it all equal to 100, you'll say words are 33%, 33 and a third percent, tone is 33 and a third percent, and body language 33. As if it was equal, okay? I'll tell you it's not equal. What percentage do you think words are in communication? What percentage do you think tonality is? And what percentage do you think body language? Have a little write down, well done, young lady. Write down what you think it is. And have a debate if you want, have a little chat. Some of you guys experienced, you've probably seen this 1,000 times. But, sorry? Anything to get a pen off me, wouldn't you? Hey? Let's have a look. It's my last, a second from last one now, look. There you go, sir, look, there we go. It's all right. So what do you think? It's got to equal 100. What do you think? Let's have a word down here, see what we think. Girls, what do you think? Words the lowest. Do we agree back here? Yeah? What do you think's next? Miss, what do you think's next?
Body language is the biggest.
The highest. Who agrees body language is the highest? Yeah, okay, but that's really what we're looking at, yeah? Okay, let's give me some percentages very quickly. Any of the business guys like to give me words? What do you think words?
8%.
Wow, he's on the right, yep. 20, going a little bit higher, okay. 10, right. You're in the right ballpark, aren't you, really? Guys down the back there, what do you think as a figure for words? 7. Oh, wow. You're actually spot on. It's 7%, okay? All right. Now, I still think words are very powerful. Because if I ask you to try and think of a time when you're really, really young, like in primary school, where someone really hurt your feelings, we often remember that through the words they said, often, yeah? So I still think words are very powerful, but 7%. Because often what comes out of the mouth doesn't really matter. It's the body language that often gives it away. Tonality. Anyone know what tonality is? Tonality. What's tonality? That's tonality. She's looking up there. That's tonality. It's varying your paralinguistics, yeah? It's how you vary your tonality, yeah? What percentage do you think that is, guys? 47? What it go? 15, 14? Actual amount is, guys, believe it or not, it's 38%. And obviously you can work out the rest. Body language is really key, and it holds everything, doesn't it? Yeah? Can I have a volunteer, please? One volunteer very quickly. Young lady, volunteer. Young lady, come forward, please. Let's be quick. I just want you to step outside, young lady, as quickly as you can. Okay. Hey, come, how you doing? Okay. Good. Just right down the back there. Good. In the car park. Guys, body language is very important. I was on a bus a couple of weeks ago, and these guys are about 6'2", 6'3", and they'd just come back from running, jogging. And one guy, and I'm, I don't know, 5'10" or whatever, and he was holding on to the thing there, and his armpit, was hitting up against my face. And as the bus is moving, I was doing, his armpit was wet. So often when people get in your space, it's quite uncomfortable. What I'm going to do is have a conversation with this young lady, and I'm going to move closer to her. What we have subconsciously is something in our brains that tells us the distance that we feel comfortable with. Let me give you an example. So if you want to come forward, please, sir. Set yourself, sir. Just, yep. Okay, so something subconsciously said to you, stop. Don't get any closer to him. But that was all subconscious. You wasn't aware of it. Something just said to you, right, stop there, yeah? So this is the proxemics. This is where you're comfortable in a space. Often when we stand in a space, you then start to feel uncomfortable. And I think often with communication, you need to be aware of people's proxemics. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to call her forward. I have a word of Muko and see what she does. Because what I think she'll do is always try and maintain that space. That's what we do, yeah? Or hit me. One of the two. Thank you, sir. Let's bring her back. Okay. Hey, young lady, you want to come back in, please? Good. Nice to see you. Watch carefully, watch. Whoa! What's that all about? Wow! All right, no worries. How you doing? Okay. I feel like I need a telephone. What's going on here? How you doing? You okay, yeah? Good. How's your day been today?
It's been really interesting.
Good. Tell me some stuff you've been doing today. What you've been doing today?
So we've been sitting down with the students
Okay.
and speaking to them.
Yeah? Okay, and how's it been?
Yeah, it's been really invigorating.
Invigorating. So
Yeah.
what kind of things were you doing? We're good? We're good? Give a round of applause. Take a seat. Thank you. Oh my gosh. You can see from the start, she's standing over there. But it was interesting with you, because that comes with confidence. And I think if you are going to have a meeting with your employers, possible employers, you've got to be able to stand your ground. And obviously not in his face, but because from what you did there, and I know it's just a thing, but if she did stand there and I'm her employer, I was like, what's going on here? Do you see what I mean? So it's important you're aware of approximate. Don't get in their space, but be comfortable in your space. It's very important, guys. Right, let's talk about some interview tips very quickly, guys. I know a little bit about the media. I know you are allowed onto the LinkedIn, or you go onto LinkedIn. Everyone got LinkedIn accounts? Raise your hands, please. Okay. You haven't. Why? Haven't got round to it. Okay. I don't know how I can stress this, how important this is. Because what I'm saying is that do you know what, who knows what LinkedIn is? Does some young person tell me what LinkedIn is? Yep. It's a social network. It's a way of connecting with other people, but who you are, people find out who you are. Does that make sense? So, young man, if I ask you to stand over there, yeah, very quickly, okay? I'm connected up with these guys here, okay? You join LinkedIn, you connect up with me, okay? Right, now with that connection, you can now send a request to connect to some of these. Some of these guys might have a job that you might want, okay? Now, your profile has to reflect, I often say, with things that you do, enjoy doing. Does that make sense? Yeah. Because they'll connect with me and then they'll look and think, oh, yeah, oh, he does this. And there's a possibility you could get employment. The amount of students I know that have been on LinkedIn since the age of 14, 15, and just posting stuff up to do with the school, nothing to do with them personally. Obviously, we've got to be aware of that as well. But having it, get round to it. How much does it cost, guys? Did you hear that? How much is it? Free. Okay. Are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Not the bit. You've got to do it, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Very important, guys. What can I say? A lot of employers have that surprise expression on their face at times when people are not on it. You're not on it. Okay. It's just being aware. It doesn't mean you have to have loads of stuff on there. But I connect to a lot of people and connected up with Ian a couple of days ago, actually, from, not Shakespeare, I keep forgetting the name. Spearhead, sorry. And the connections he had and the people who were connecting with me was awesome. So connect, okay? It's very important, okay? LinkedIn, here's a good example of you connecting. There's a young lady I was working with, a student. She found my name, Steve Beckles-Ebusua, or the speaker. Oh, by the way, if you type in Steve Orange Tie, I turn up. Because it's about branding, yeah? And that's the point I had to get my business to. So people can't remember my name, but oh, that idiot with the tie. Idiot with tie. Oh, there he is, look. Don't do that, because I won't come up, yeah? But yeah, Steve Orange Tie, and you'll find me. It's about branding, very important. So yes, she sent a request, I accepted. I then looked at her, the pictures, and all the posts were nothing personal about her life, but about what she's doing at school. As far as I'm concerned, I was like, whoa. I might actually just, do you know what, let's just keep an eye on this girl, because this is something this would be great. Look what she does. Because when she does this, it's obviously she's volunteering. When you're volunteering a service, you're saying you'll do it without pay. It's a massive difference between working with someone that's doing something because they're paid to do. I teach leadership skills, and I was teaching a leadership group a couple of weeks ago. It was at Stratton Park, I think it was. And I said, being a leader is great, but you want to try and lead a church congregation that don't have to be there. Does that make sense? Yeah? If you're leading a group because they have to be there because they're getting paid, that's totally different. Try leading a volunteer group. That's a totally different. And they were like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. So this is just really, really powerful. And this is another girl that linked up. And again, she was just talking about the stuff that she does. All right? That's what I'm trying to say to you, okay? Going to an interview. Who's ever been to an interview? Rachel, ever been to an interview before? Okay. One of the things you need to know is to know where you're going. Yeah, that sounds really obvious. But if you're going to interview, give yourself loads of time. Do a test run. Find out exactly where the place is before you go there. Wherever it is, just do a test run. Get there on time. Yeah? If you're late, it says so much about you. All right? Anyone got any friends that are normally late? Okay. This is how you change it, and I've said this to a lot of people. It's a true story. When I was going to America, I was 15, and my dad said, guys, we need to get ready, me and my brother. We need to get ready because we're going now. My mum was in the bedroom kind of messing about or whatever, and my dad was getting really nervous. He said, guys, we need to go. We're going to miss the flight. And I said, yeah, we'll be there in a minute. All of a sudden, I was in the bedroom, and all of a sudden, I heard a car start. My dad actually went to the airport and left us. He left us. Now, you know when you don't believe it's actually happened? You've done it before where you look for something and you don't, that couldn't have happened. So I looked at it and the car was gone. And I turned to my brother and said, we have got a car, haven't we? And he goes, yeah, we have. He said, have a look again. He'd gone. He went to the airport. So we actually called the taxi just in time. We were just about to get the flight. I saw my dad in Costa Coffee, drinking a coffee as we walked in. I said, Dad, how can you leave us there, your own family? He said to me, Steve, I told you I was going. And when it comes to time and punctuality, I don't wait for anyone. Now I was about 15. Do you think after that event, I would always turn up on time when my dad... Yeah, my dad said to be there at 2 o'clock. We're normally there like 9:30, yeah? Just waiting around. Nothing else better to do. Because my dad will go. Now, I can guarantee, guys, the friends you've got, colleagues you've got, you've always, when they turn up late, you have a go at them. Where you been? I've been waiting for you, mate. Oh, sorry about that, yeah. But subconsciously in their mind, they're thinking, look, he's waiting for me again. True. What you need to do is go, yeah? And then you get that phone call. Mick, where are you, mate? We've gone, mate. We're in Bournemouth. Where are you? Yeah? Because you've taken that step. You do need to do it. And what will happen, your behaviour will change their behaviour because they'll realise, I won't mess around with him anymore. Because he's going to go, yeah? A plane doesn't wait for you, yeah? A bus doesn't wait for you. So why do you got people like you're prepared to give them extra time? Just go. And they will change their behaviour by you behaving differently. Yeah, it's amazing it works. Very quickly, guys, we spoke about this. I'm going to ask the young people here. Young lady, if you're running late, yeah, and you've got to call them. So one of these guys, you've got employment, yeah, you're running late, you're going to be late, what do you say to them? Terribly sorry, I'm running late. I'm terribly sorry, I'm running late. Yeah. Anything else? I'll get to you as fast as I can. I'll get to you as fast as I can. Okay, anything else? What's she missing out here, guys? Reason, okay, but what else? What else? What's he need to say? Sorry, okay, well, okay. She said sorry. Well, what else? What do I want to know as an employee? What time are you going to be there? Yeah, can you imagine me like, hi, sorry, I'm going to be late. Bye. What do? What does she say? She says she's going to be late. Okay, well, it's very important. There's the proof. Give them the time you're going to say before you turn up. Who's seen one of these before? These were in about 12 years ago, 15 years ago, where people complained of waiting at a bus stop and not knowing when the bus was going to turn up. When these happen, what does this help you to do? What does it help you to do? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you make a decision. Am I going to wait 9 minutes, or is it going to take me 20 minutes to walk? But you know what? I'm going to walk. That's good communication. What you do is tell them when you're going to be there. Yeah, say I'm running. I've known people get jobs because they were running late. Let me explain. There was one girl, she was running late. She said, I rung the company up, said, look, I'm sorry, I think I'm going to be late. The company are like, whoa, okay, thank you for letting us know. And she then rung again because the trains were still delayed and said, look, I rung earlier on, I just want to say I'm still late. She said that the employer, I remember an employee say to me, Steve, she'd more or less got the job before she actually came into the interview because of her mindset, her attitude. Yeah, I'm going to ring, I'm the key. I know some people, I don't want to ring, I don't want to be late. I don't want to ring up and tell them I'm going to be late. Ring and tell them you're late. Yeah? So important. I know some of you won't. I'll do it just in time. You're bursting there, beads of sweat, ties down by your foot, your trousers or whatever. Oh, hi, I'm here. It's like, you need to go home. Look at you. Guys, ring up, say you're running late. Very important, yeah? One of the things I realised as well, smart outfits, yeah? Look smart. Aftershaves. Anyone wear aftershave? Anyone aftershaves? Yeah. What do you wear, sir? Okay, that's the one. I've not heard that one before. Can't remember what it's called. Buy it now. Yeah. Lovely. What's that? Lovely. Nice smell? How do you feel when you put it on? It does make you feel good. Yeah? Ladies, adult ladies in the house, what's it like when you smell someone quite nice, miss? What's that? No, let me rephrase that. If you're in an environment where there's a nice smell and it's from someone, how does that feel, miss? Sorry? Yes, I was going to miss, yeah. Okay. Body odours, obviously, what you is. Not my business. All right, then. But on the whole... Oh, who's got BO? That's lovely. What's that? I'm only joking. But guys, when When a guy's clean looking, it does, and it makes you mentally feel good as well, don't you? So again, these things are really good to bear in mind, yeah? Very quickly, guys, CVs. Anyone know what CV stands for? Yep. Curriculum vitae, Latin for journey through life, okay? Your CVs, proofread. Anyone know what proofreading is? Or what it is? Yep. You're familiar with it, so yeah. It needs to happen. Don't let, it sounds terrible, but letting your mum read through it is not proofreading, in my opinion. Okay, you can get someone to proofread your thing. One sheet of your CV costs £10, something like that. And it's professionally done, and they'll tell you where they've made the corrections. I know some of you are thinking, Steve, why would I go through all this? Listen, how badly do you really want to be impressive to that employer? Yeah, it makes all the difference, yeah? Small things, okay? Very quickly, guys, I'm just going to go through ready for an interview. I want an employer, please. I want an employer, please. Any of the managers, to come forward, business guys to come forward. Why is someone looking at the floor all of a sudden? Guys, is it? Yeah, come forward, sir. Excellent. Very quickly. Give me a quick round of applause. Good, good, good. Just need you to sit there, please, sir. And I want a student, a potential kind of employee. I'm going to one of the guys at the back. You were brilliant this morning. What's your name? Is it Royce, is it? Royce. Give Royce a round of applause, please, Royce. Okay, if I can just take that chair. Royce, you're going to go? Yeah. Going to? No, you're not. Okay. Royce, you're going to stand over there, Royce. Oh, there's a chair. Go grab a chair there, Royce, please. He's a tall lad, isn't he? Tall lad. It's good to be tall. Royce, you're going to have a quick interview, okay? Okay, so what I want you to do is sit here, okay? And the questions, or what you really want to know, is behind his head, all right? And he's got to try and guess what you're actually trying to ask, okay? Now, you can't ask these questions because you'll get kicked out of the interview. Here's the first question. That's what you want to know. But what would you say? Very quickly, what would you say? That's what you want to know. But what would you say to him?
How big is your company?
How big is your company?
We're not a large company.
Okay. Pause that there. Has that addressed what he really wants? I don't know. Tell me. Let's have some feedback here. Who can improve that question? Guys, what do you see up, sir?
Has your company got a good reputation?
Yeah, what's your reputation like? Yeah, possibly. Yeah. How well is your company performing? A lot of people might say this is home what you might do before, but at the same time, you might want that interaction as well. You want to know whether your company was rubbish. That's what you want to know, okay? Here's your next question. Don't answer that, please, yeah? That's what you want to know.
Will my job be
Intriguing. I've never heard that before. That's good. How's your job? It's intriguing. Climbing through the forests and cutting wood and trees. Intriguing. What's he actually trying to ask, do you think?
Is the job interesting, stimulating?
Yeah. Okay, so the words that he just said, which are very good, so exactly what you need to ask, yeah? Is it stimulating, challenging? Or you might just say, you know, what jobs will I be doing, yeah? Will I be doing the same jobs throughout the day, or is it variant, okay? These are important. There's a few more of these, very quickly. That's what you want to know. Now, this is open to conjecture, so, don't know, what would you say? Who feels that's a question that you wouldn't ask in an interview? I'm not sure here. I'm just opening it out to you guys. You know better than me. Sorry? You've got to ask it. Okay. How would you ask that? What do you want to know? Go on.
What will be your salary?
What would be the salary, possibly? Happy with that? What would be the salary? Yeah. Yeah? Okay, so don't be afraid of it. It's a good point you make, sir. I've had situations before where people say, no, don't ask. It could be free labour and you don't even know. You've got this job. Free labour. It's like, what? Yeah? It's good to ask. Just keep going. Very quickly.
Will I get a pension?
Good question. Will I get a pension?
We offer a pension scheme to the company.
Well done. That's how he's going to get a job there. This is not real, you know, don't you? Yeah? Okay, well done. Are you serious? How do you feel about that question?
It depends whether it's the first or last interview, whether I'll be able to answer it.
Okay. He's hardcore, this one here, isn't it? Guys, can we give employers, employers, what would you do on that? I don't know, you guys know better than me. Would you? Yeah. Would you expect them to say, have I got the job, or?
No, I'd say, I'd love the sound of this, what are my chances? You might say, they're a sales.
Especially with a sales job.
If it's a
Yeah.
sales role, it's good if people ask for the job because they've got to be asked for the order.
Yeah.
That's on the job, it's saying, isn't it?
Absolutely. Guys, you've got to, I don't know if young guys here make a note.
I feel I've got the right skill set.
Brilliant. Yeah, and feel is really important, more important than think. Yeah, we're going to start, yeah. Yeah, I'm ready to go now, yeah? But guys, please make, good, you're making notes here, because these guys know, every day, all right? This is very important. Okay, give me a round of applause, please, guys. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. Right, lastly, guys, thank you, I just want to take you through the STAR. I don't know if anyone's heard of the STAR model, but it's very good for you guys when it comes to interviews, so please make a note of this. STAR, situation, task, action, results. Very important for employees, when asked a question. They've asked you a question. What are your hobbies? What do you enjoy doing? That's an obvious question. What you must say with situation. Describe what was happening and where. Okay, so yeah, I did this and I've done this. So basically what you're doing, you're breaking down how you're going to answer the question. Task, explain what you're doing. So you could be saying, I'm into football, I was playing football, I play on a weekly basis and I play for a club and I really enjoy it. Describe the actions you took and the skills you used. Who plays football? Anyone play football? Good, good, good. What skills do you use when you play football?
Me.
Yeah.
Ball control.
What else? Outside that? Come on, think carefully.
When playing the game.
Yeah.
Reading the game.
Keep going. What else skills do you use? Teamwork. Remember I said earlier, you prefer work if someone's got a great attitude, yeah? Than someone's got a bit of an issue all the time. Every time you ask them to do something. He plays for a team, so that means he must have to turn up every week. He must have to, I assume, I don't know, play with other people, get used to other people and being different. This is great, yeah? Because now you're explaining that. Result. Describe the outcome and what you've achieved, all right? Now, for me, personally, I think this is a great module to use. Use anything that you do at home, describe what's happening and where, explain what you're doing, describe the actions and skills you used, and describe the outcome and what you achieved. Here's a quick example, very quickly. Tell me about the time you had to work in a team. Listen, S, I played in a football, I played for a football school, I can't read. I played football for a school football team. T, what was the task? I was a striker. A, what actions? Training 5 days a week, practicing with others. R, improve my confidence and how to be organised. Can you imagine that if you just reeled that off in an interview with like one question about what your hobbies were? You will come across so on point. Not guaranteed to get the job, but you'll definitely get the employer thinking, they're really on it. Really on it. Okay, guys, I want to do one last thing with you, and I need 5 volunteers, please. Yeah, 5 volunteers. So I do need a couple of the businessmen, or some of the managers, some of the business people here. I need, yeah, sir, can I have you come forward, please? Good, good. Anyone else? Staring straight at you, sir. You're doing this, right? Anyone else? Yeah, okay. Can I have, oh, girls. Yeah, 2 girls there, and I have a lad, please, a young man. A young man. Sir, down the back there, can I have, yeah, come forward very quickly. Can I just have you stand on the stage, please, guys? Thank you very much, very quickly. It's the last bit of this presentation. It's an important part because basically it gets you to look at the way you look at things and why you look at things the way you do. Okay, first of all, what I like to do, I'm going to explain how your brain works. All this stuff I spoke about, you've all kind of had fun and whatever, but there's a part of your brain that's your subconscious is what it does all the time and what it's used to. That's 90%. 10% is your conscious brain. When you set up a New Year's resolution, for example, you say, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. But the challenge is fighting your subconscious. Your subconscious is working all the time. Good example there, you just scratched your ear, didn't you? Yeah? Now, that was done subconsciously, yeah? If I said to you like an hour later, did you know you scratched your ear? You'd think I was stalking you, wouldn't you, or something, yeah? Because you think, what's he looking at me like that for? But you're doing it, young man there, the ginger hair, you're just wiping your mouth there. Is that, yeah? Okay, everyone's going to go like this. Don't move. Until he finishes this section, yeah? You're doing things subconsciously, guys. Give me an example. Moving from subconscious to conscious. If I said to you, don't think about blinking, you would move blinking into your conscious because now you're all thinking about blinking. Yeah, you. Oh, my God, how long have I been doing this? What's going on? Because now you're conscious of it. As I carry on talking, it'll then drop into your subconscious. This is how the game works, guys. Just catch the ball and throw the ball back to me. Thanks very much indeed. Excellent, sir. Thank you. Good, good, good. Okay, what I'm going to prove to you is that often we start things, but we often give them up because your subconscious will overtake your conscious thinking. So a lot of the time you think to yourself, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to go home and do something else because I don't want to do it. Because your subconscious will overtake it. It's 90%. Conscious is only 10%. Let me prove it to you. I'm going to ask a question, guys. Don't respond to the answer yes. If you do, you're out. So now they're all looking at me and they're all putting that instruction into their conscious mind. They know they mustn't say yes. But as I ask them questions, the subconscious will overtake what they really want to say, and they will say yes. Because it's the power of the mind. Watch carefully. How you doing, sir? Okay?
Not very well.
Not very well. What's wrong?
I feel ill.
Oh, no. Are you ill?
Not really.
No. Okay, so you have just lied to me about your illness, yeah? Okay, right, you must tell the truth. How you doing, sir? Okay?
I'm well.
Having a good day?
It's not bad.
Not bad? Not bad?
It's very good.
Okay, good. What you'll find in this game, we all end up talking like robots, yeah? Because he's fighting his subconscious, because you'd like to be relaxed, but you can't. Because the subconscious all the time. Hey, how you doing? You okay?
Good, thanks.
You having a good day, yeah?
Awesome.
Awesome? Sorry?
Could be better.
Could be better.
Yeah.
Oh! Take a seat, please. You've gone, sir. The minute he relaxed, did you find that? He relaxed and subconscious went, wait, here we go. Yeah? Hey, how you doing? You okay?
Not bad.
Not bad. You sure?
No.
I'm confused. What's your name?
Nicole.
Nicole.
No.
Okay, you've got to tell the truth here. Now she doesn't know who she is. Yeah? Okay, how are you? You okay?
Fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Go to. You've got to go. Take a seat. Right, 3 left. No yes or no. Can you see how powerful the subconscious mind is? And often to override the subconscious mind, you have to be consistent, because then eventually it will accept it. Okay? Hey, how you doing, sir? Okay?
Very good.
Right, no yes or no. Do you understand the rules?
Correct.
Correct. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. What is all this? He's obviously taking time to answer the question. Hey, sir, how are you?
Well.
Well?
Excellent.
Oh, oh dear, look at that. Oh dear. Okay. Excellent today, is that true?
Absolutely the truth.
Okay, okay. How are you? Okay.
Good.
What's your name, sorry?
Nicole.
Nicole, is that correct?
No.
Go and sit down, Nicole. Go and sit down. 2 left. Give him a round of applause. Hey, sir, how you doing? You okay?
Very good.
Good. How are you, sir? You okay?
I'm really
Do you
well,
play football?
thanks. I'm not, as a general rule.
Oh, not as in all.
I was never any good at it.
Ah, any good at it? Just throw the ball. What's all this? What's your favourite colour? Blue. Blue, is it? What's your name, sir?
My name?
Yes.
It's Ivan.
Ivan, is you? All right, Ivan.
Not that I know.
No. Right, the ball's got to come straight back, okay? Because it's all of this. Got to come straight. Right, how you doing? You okay?
Very well.
Good. Very well?
Very well.
Well, how you doing? Okay?
I'm,
Are you hungry? No. Oh! We have a winner! Give me a hand, sir. Say there, sir. I have something for you.
Do you? Still not saying that word.
Orange socks! Thank you very much indeed, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We're there. We're there. Thank you very much indeed, volunteers. It's a bit of fun, but can you see when I pressured them, they ended up defaulting to that 90%, that subconscious, because that's what you're comfortable with. And what you're going to find in life, with a lot of stuff I was doing here, at the moment, and this is great notes, this is going to go into his conscious mind, because he's thinking this is brilliant stuff. But unless you start reading it and doing it and getting it to be part of your subconscious as natural behaviour, you won't do it. Okay, so these guys have spent a lot of time coming up here. Can we give the businessmen a round of applause, please, coming up here, guys? Appreciate your time, guys. Thank you very much indeed. They've given up time to support you and kind of take you on your journey, so you need to use what you've done here, guys. Guys, it's been a massive pleasure. I've really enjoyed it, and I left this with the same group, and I want to leave the same thing with yourself, is that always start thinking about things that you want to happen. And I often say to people, how would the person you would like to be do what you're about to do? So what I'm trying to say is imagine the person you'd like to be that business person or whatever. just on your shoulder, yeah? How will they do what you're just about to do? Yeah, so you're going to go home now with these notes now. Imagine that person behind you, in the future, behind you. What would you do with those notes? Wouldn't you write them out again, maybe put them on a PowerPoint, print them out, put them up and laminate them or whatever? That's what that person would do if he was behind you, because he'd want to make sure that it gets done. So if you're feeling like you're not going to do certain things, just ask yourself, how will the person I'd like to be do what I'm about to do? Guys, it's been a massive pleasure. Thank you for your time. It's been brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.